With the first car settled, now we can move on to the second car. But before that, let me introduce to us the concept of combustions. Actually, combustions, we have two types of it. First of all, deflagration, and secondly, detonation. Deflagration is essentially means, well, this. Yeah, this is deflagrations. Yeah. When the fire travels slower than the speed of sound, that is deflagration. Essentially, a lot of energy produced by that fire, if it's contained on the container, a lot of it are used to push an air out of it, to push air, and then oxygen comes in, and then a remaining fuel will react with the air. So it's kind of a continuous cycle, and also a lot of energy is not released at the same time. So yeah, that concept, yeah, it's a pretty, no, kind of boring actually, but yeah, it can be done, but yeah, it's pretty slow, and also I guess it's not really efficient. It's pretty, no, it's not really efficient. So if you want something that can produce a lot of energy at the same time also being efficient without that energy being used to push an air out and just for you to move your car, I suggest you use a detonation. Detonation is actually has been used in order. Now, researcher has been researching about detonations for a long time now, in order for them to use it in a rocket fuel, in order for the mechanism to be used in a rocket. So, how does detonation works? Detonations happen when the front of the fire front, move faster than the speed of sound itself. Thus, when the mixture of fuel and also the mixture of oxidizer, in this case oxygen, is in the right amount, is in the right mole and amount, the detonation will happen, and thus releasing a lot of energy at the same time. And also, that energy produced by a molecule or two molecules that react together will be used to activate another one, and the chain continues, and thus energy is created at the same energy is released at the same time. So in my theory, if it's correct, it's gonna produce, no, it's actually, yeah, it's gonna produce a really huge bang. It's gonna produce a really huge bang and also a lot of energy at the same time. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna use detonation for the second car. Okay, so that begs the questions. What fuel should I use? Definitely not butane because, well, it can be used, but it's pretty hard to control and also to produce. It's not really that hard to control, but it's pretty, nah, it just not suit my style. So the fuel that I'm going to use is hydrogen, and the oxygen and the oxidizer is oxygen itself. So how to get hydrogen and also oxygen at the same time? Essentially HHO mixture. Well, we use electrolysis. Electrolysis is essentially when you got a water molecule, you separate the hydrogen and oxygen and then produce 2 to 1 mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. And when you react that with an igniter, such as like this, it will produce a lot of energy and also a bang. So the challenge is how to control it and also how to ignite it without using this. Yeah, without using fire. As yeah, you can use a piezoelectricity, but no, it's not gonna work like that. But well, because it requires a lot of energy just to press it, no, you can't do that. So how do I do it? Well, how about you ask something better? Do I get the car ready? Yes, I did.